Habs top prospects off-season training part 2 right here Talking Habs with Rick, not the number one hockey channel. In this before we get to that, please like, subscribe, ring the bell. That'll notify you of all my videos as they come out. And the question of the day, not really a question, but I'd like to hear what you guys think about what these guys should be doing in the off season. So I'd like to hear your opinions also on what these guys should be doing in the off season. Comment section is for that. Leave a comment, I read them. So let's get into it. So this is part 2 of the prospects off-season video, off-season training video. I'll be talking about Juulsen, Josh Brook, and Brook&Primeau today, and what they should be working on in the off-season to continue their progression into the Montreal's lineup. I'll have to admit I'm not as familiar with these three guys, so this is from scouting reports and research, and hopefully I found right info. So we're going to get right into it. First up is Noah Juulsen. Juulsen took 2 pucks to the face last November 20th, against Washington in his 17th game. He came back later for 4 more games. I don't think he played much. Before being sent to Laval, where he suited up for 3 games before being put on the IR and eventually shut down for the season with his future in doubt. He was listed as having vision-related issues and out indefinitely. It appears he has or will have made a full recovery and be ready for the training camp. And I fully expect him to make the team. Another reason Ben won't be re-signed, I guess. You got Juulsen, you got Josh Brook, Cale Fleury. There's no reason to re-sign Ben, I don't think. So what should Juulsen work on this offseason? Number one, I find, is... it might sound weird, but find a full coverage visor that he's comfortable with and get used to wearing it in games. He can't afford to take another puck to the face. And I'm serious about that. He needs to wear full coverage. He can't. His career's almost gone because of that. Those 2 pucks to the face. I don't remember it being 2, but I mean, that's kind of, I don't know how that happened. Number 2, conditioning. Work with a conditioning coach to get fully back into game shape. He's had a long layoff. He's a young player. He needs to be as ready as he can be when training camp opens. Number 3, skating. Juulsen is a smooth skater, and to lift his game another notch, he can learn to be more dynamic and explosive. Some improved edge work will make him more agile, and the explosiveness will allow him better gap control and better ability to pinch in and be able to get back into position if things don't work out. And if Victor Mete is a good example of that. He can pinch in, get down there, and he makes it back. He can skate. Anyways, that's it. It's not a lot, but that's what I see for Noah Juulsen. Number 2, Josh Brook. Well, again, I don't know much about him. With Juulsen looking like he'll make the big club, there probably isn't going to be a spot open for Brook this season. So I expect he'll be in Laval for the next season or 2. He's a talented offensive right-hand defenseman. And Montreal is stacked at that position with Cale Fleury, also right defenseman. So I figure Brook plays the waiting game, or is possibly packaged to make a deal and get a left defense that we need. And then I read something didn't read the whole story because I was getting ready to film, but Stu Cowan, he's a writer for the Gazette, I think, here. And he was saying that he thinks Josh Brook has the upper hand getting one of the spots open. So we'll see. First off, strength and conditioning. Brook had a wrist injury a couple seasons ago and is still working on getting it back to 100% strength. So that's important. He's also a little on the light side at 6'1", 190 pounds, and will need to start bulking up. Containing opponents in his D zone is something he needs to improve on, apparently. Number 2, he sees himself as a two-way defenseman and needs to work on his play in both ends of the ice. He aspires to be like an Alex Pietrangelo type of defenseman, so he needs to, I guess, just be working with the coaches on both aspects of the game. Number 3, in the past, Brook has had trouble being consistent at getting out of his own zone, the breakout. While he improved last season, I would think that considering Montreal's problems in that area this season as well, that it would be in Brook's interest to work on that this off season. A skill like that could make a difference in him being called up or not, or even maybe making the team out of training camp. For number 3, for Brook&Primeau, we move on to Primeau. Primeau, nobody knows, is the son of Keith Primeau. I think I said it in another video. Keith Primeau played 909 games for like 3 or 4 teams in his day. Primeau's an elite level prospect that I fully expect will be given the opportunity to win the starting job in Laval next season. In Montreal, Carey Price plays 60 games or so, and you don't really want Primeau, who'll be only 20, to be inactive so many nights. The starter job in Laval would be the best way to break him into professional life, I think. Best not to rush the young man, since there's no need to do so. So I spent an hour online looking for a good scouting report on Primeau, so I'm kind of winging it here. I didn't really find enough. So first off, conditioning and flexibility. A lot of work in the gym and running will help any young hockey player, especially a young goalie. He needs to work on, just getting stronger and all that. Second up, goaltending coach. Get to know and buy into his goalie coach. Learning his craft at the pro level is, what did I write here, is priority. Is priority 1. And being coachable is a sign of a potentially great player. So that's what he's got to do. He's got to get in with his coach and learn how to get better, get his whatever aspects of his game. He can't be perfect, so whatever aspects he needs to work on, to be working on them. Number 3, learning how to take care of his body. How to eat properly and be dedicated to being a pro athlete. I say that because I know Patrick Waugh had that problem. A lot of young goalies especially, but a lot of young players, when they first get to the NHL, they learn that they need to do that. He's the son of an NHLer, so maybe he doesn't have that problem. But like I said, I was winging it. So I'm sorry. So there you go. Those are my recommendations to Juulsen, Brook&Primeau in the off season. So hope you enjoyed that. Please like, subscribe, ring the bell. That'll notify you of all my videos as they come out. Question of the day is not really a question, but it's more, I'd love to hear what you guys think about these guys and what they should be doing in the off season, and even what you think about my recommendations, of course. In the comment section, leave a comment. I read them all. And I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm going to put a couple things up here. I pick one. I let YouTube pick the other. Hope you enjoy those. And that's it. Have a good day. Bye-bye.